As foster children age out of the system, too many of them become a statistic. GAP Ministries has made it their goal to fill the gap between being a young adult and a successful adult. And here to talk about their programs is President and Founder Greg Ayers, along with Head Chef and Culinary Trainer Hohn and Garage Manager and Auto Tech Trainer Aiden Collins. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us here.
Nice to have you. So like I said, you're really doing a great job of filling that gap between young adults, successful adults, even older adults too. So what does GAP Ministries really do in order to achieve that?
Well, we believe that every life has a destiny and purpose, and there are just so many curveballs or just traumatic things that happen to people's lives that get them derailed, and they end up in a cycle that sometimes that cycle is so traumatic that they don't seem there's a way out. I remember one of our students saying, "This is the first time that I have hope."
Yeah.
And she'd been in prison all of her adult life and finally found a place where the gold that's inside of her is being pulled out. And that's what these guys do so great. They see what other people see as dirt, and they see the gold in them, and they begin pulling out the gold, and we see such success in people's lives because when you just don't give them a fish, you've heard that story, you just don't give somebody a fish, but if you teach them to fish, they actually eat for a lifetime. And that's what the goal of the school is. Pull out their gifts, their talents, their abilities, give them a skill so they can break that cycle of trauma, that cycle of abuse, that cycle that they've lived under and that they thought there was no way out. They finally see a way out, and they can honestly say, I have hope for the first time.
Such a profound way to put it. And Aiden, we were talking a little before the show, and you had such a beautiful way that you said it too about second chances.
Yeah, I think that there are so many times that we all get a second chance, but sometimes people, they don't grab onto that second chance. And I think that all the students that we have in the culinary school and then in our automotive program, it's awesome. They've actually grabbed onto that, and they want that second chance.
Yeah.
And so I think it's pretty special and pretty exciting.
It is, and you have to have special people heading those programs too to pull that out of them, of course. And the automotive tech program is new this year. How's it going so far with the students?
Yeah, it's good. So I took Chef John's advice, and we started out small. We have 3. Which is good, so we can kind of hone everything that we're doing. But they're doing good. We're teaching them the fundamentals, some theory, and then we're doing some practical stuff, so they can really kind of start at the base level. When they graduate the program, they can start and just to start their career.
Right. And speaking of honing, Mr. Hohn here is helping his students really learn how to go around the kitchen, make some delicious creations. But it's really a lot more than that, isn't it? You've been around, the program's been around since 2017. How have you seen it change and expand and the effect it's had?
Well, we've had about 22 graduates. All have landed successful jobs who wanted it. One guy started his own food truck business. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to teach people how to cook so they can get a job. We want to teach them life skills because we also do life skills. We have a licensed grief recovery specialist that works on them, and resume writing, Excel, all kinds of life skills so that they can keep a job. But we also do a little bit of finance in there as well because we want them to be financially successful so that they can stop the cycle of poverty. So it's awesome. It's been amazing. It's been difficult for the teachers and for some students. Not everyone graduates, but everyone has a changed life at the end.
Of course, just like life, there are ups and downs, but if you just keep trying, you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. And Aiden, we were talking about the program with the Auto Tech. It's not just, say, GAP fleet cars that you guys work on.
Yeah, so we do the GAP fleet stuff, but we also, we have other fleets that we work on. We're open to the public, so people can bring their vehicles in, and we're a full service shop. So from oil changes to, transmissions, engine replacements, everything. And if we can't do it, we'll help you, point you in the right direction.
Right, a little bit of everything. Well, I have something here for GAP Ministries for being KGUN 9, CW Tucson, all our radio partner stations, for being our very valued community partner this month. We're presenting the certificate to you guys for all of your hard work, for bringing out these wonderful stories in people and bringing out the very best that they can be, for giving local Tucson. Thank you guys so much on behalf of all of us here at KGUN 9.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate your help.
Appreciate you so much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Of course. So let's talk about how people can get involved. What can they do if they want to help you guys out?
So there is an application process. We take just about anybody, no matter their age. Of course, we like them to be 16, 17, 18-year-old, getting out of high school. But they can be all the way up to 80 years old, so to speak, if they got the stamina to beat the kitchen or in the garage. So the range is large. We are looking for people who want a change of life. They want to get out of the cycles that they've been in. So there's a big commitment. There's they just need to go out on our website. They can get our information at gapmin.com, and then they get interviewed, and there's a small application process, and we really will help anybody who wants to help. Yeah. We're there to help them and get them into a new trajectory of life.
Well, there's no excuse not to get in touch. It's so easy to do these days. Go on the website, send a message, get a hold of you guys. Thank you again for everything.
If anyone wants to come and teach a class, contact us.
Okay.
And don't forget about the tax credits coming up.
That's right. I'm going to tell them about that right now. Thanks again, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you.
Of course, as a reminder, like Chef Hohn said, your foster tax credit of up to $1,000 for couples or $500 for individuals helps fund the culinary and auto tech training programs. Now, GAP is also seeking students 18 years or older who meet the requirements. Find out more at helpgapkids.com or call 520-877-8077.